Good morning students. Today we are discussing how to create HTTP servlet with respect to NetBeans IDE. So for that initially go to the file menu, click on new project. In that as we are doing our servlet based programs, so select Java Web category. Then click on next. Here you have to give the name for your project. I am giving here get servlet as my project name. Click on next. Here the server name is Glassfish server, so that I am selecting. Click on next. No need to select any one application here, just click on finish. It creates a newer project for you. So this is the newer project which has been created for you. Just a second, I'll show you where the created project is. So get servlet is the created project. So I am clicking here. Now select the project, right click on this project. There is one option new, create a servlet. Now you have to give name for your servlet, which is your class name. So name of my file is getm. Next, here there is one checkbox which is having a message as add information to deployment descriptor. Please make sure that you are clicking to this checkbox. So by default the names of your servlet file are added into your deployment descriptor, that is web.xml file. Now you click on to the finish part. Okay, so this is your servlet file. Now today we are doing a program related to the HTTP servlet, but we are handling HTTP protocols GET request, and this GET request is processed with respect to HTTP GET method, that is doGET method. So initially we are creating one HTML file. In that HTML file some information is to be there, and after selecting the appropriate information from HTML file we are creating our servlet as a response. So initially I am selecting the index.html file. I am clicking all the contents and I have deleted the data because I want to write my own contents. So here HTML, then comes the head tag, title, HTTP GET request. Suppose this is my title. Click the title tag. Click your head tag. After that I am using the body tag. In the body use a form tag. So form, name of the form, suppose F1 is my form name. After that method is get. So I am using get method. If you are not writing this get method, still it is activating or it is processing the HTTP GET request because it is the by default method. One more attribute we are writing as action. Here now action is the name of servlet file that just now we have created, because after clicking onto the submit button we have to execute our servlet program. Now in between these form tags I am using one drop down list. So select tag I am using. Name of this select tag is suppose color. in between slash select, now you are using option tag. So option value equal to, I am passing color names here. Close the option. Now 3 times I am using this and just changing the names of colors. So suppose red, green and blue are the color names that I am using. It closes your select tag. Use blank rows and add one submit button. So input type equal to submit, value equal to submit. This is your form tag and the closing of body tag. Now here closing of your HTML tag. I am saving my index.html file. Now we are opening our servlet file. Now here also I am selecting entire code and I am pressing the delete mark because I want to write my own code. So import javax.servlet.http.star because we are handling HTTP protocol specific requests. Import java.io.star to handle input output operations. Public class, name of class is getM extends HTTP servlet. Now as we want to process HTTP GET request, we are using public void doGet method. In between this method we are passing arguments for HTTP servlet request interface, its reference, HTTP servlet response interface, its reference. This method throws an IO exception. In between this, now we are doing the data. Initially, what is our task? Whatever color is selected by the HTML file, that color should be taken in this particular servlet file. So for that I am using one variable, say C, for retrieving the color. So string C is equal to request dot get parameter. In this method we will be passing as an argument name of the attribute that we are using for the select tag. If you are able to see, this is my select tag which is having the name as color. So similar name I am using here. So whatever color is selected, that color will be used or will be retrieved for the value. Then we are setting the content type. So response dot set content type. It is fixed, it is text/HTML. Then we are retrieving the print writer reference. First method, which is getWriter method. Now we just want to display a message as the selected color is, but for that I am using HTML's heading tag, that is H2. So whatever data that I wish to display is displayed in H2 heading tag. Now pw dot println here I am just printing the message as the selected color is. Color selected is displayed by a COL variable. So I am just passing that variable name. After displaying this, I am closing the print writer. Now here you just add @override annotation because we are actually overriding the methods of HTTP servlet class. So for that purpose actually it is giving you the prompting messages. Now first part is we should execute our HTML file. So index.html is the file in which we have already added our file contents. Now let's right click the method and select the option for execution. Let's hope we are able to execute our program and generate proper output. Okay, so this is your HTML file. If you are able to see, this HTML file contains one select box. If you see this drop down list, there are 3 different colors available. Suppose I have selected a green color and I click on a submit button, then the message is printed as the selected color is green. Means after clicking onto the submit button, our get servlet getM is displayed. Get servlet is name of our project, getM is name of our file, and if you are able to see, as we are using get method, after question mark variable name followed by selected value is also displayed. Again, if you select a different color and again click onto the submit, still that particular color value is taken. So likewise, as per the requirement, you may perform different kinds of operations. So comparatively, executing the servlet based programs with respect to NetBeans IDE is simple and easy to implement. I hope you all understand how to execute HTTP servlet based methods with respect to NetBeans IDE. Similar to doGet, suppose you want to handle a do post request, then only the change that you want to perform is in particular HTML file. Instead of a form method as a get, you may use form method as a post. So the change of the method that you are using will be do post method. Thank you.